Watch what I watch online. I watched this video. This guy had this thing about uh, Shohei Ohtani, right? About his lifestyle and stuff. And every once in a while I do, okay, I'll bite. I'll watch it, right? So I sit and watch it. And I'm like, so, okay. They give me this biopic on this kid, right? I was unaware of, the injuries. I knew he played. I knew he was good. I know, the big scar from the horrible injuries he had to deal with during his circus act stuff. Baseball, money ain't real, and you shouldn't, use people's bodies like that and do that to people's bodies for money because it's like, what the fuck? Hey, Victor Mature, go your hair back. Stand between the two columns. Okay, thanks. What was her name again? She was so pretty. Yeah, I can't remember her name. She's very physically attractive. There's always been lots of physically attractive women. We know that since Helen of Troy and Nefertiti and all that crap, right? There's always been women that are like, oh my gosh, guys, do anything to bone her. That's a special feeling, Lloyd, right? Mary Samsonite, no Swanson. Okay. We're in the Rockies. I'm gonna kill you, Lloyd. Stupid movie. That's one of my kiddos' favorite. Amy's favorite. Her and James saw it like 700 times. Mm-hmm. Um, uh, they used to ditch school to go watch it at the Dollar Theater. Sounds like fun. Yeah, but it's easy to ditch school in Phoenix, man. You got all that. It's huge, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Um, Small towns like Colville, it's hard. Okay, it's hard to ditch school. In Phoenix, man, you can just get lost. You know, just act old. Go to the movies, right? It's dark in there. No one even knows it. So yeah, but beauty school dropout, flunk shampoo. So yeah, I was sitting there. It was interesting though, but I got these connections last night to this young man and his wife. She played basketball, stuff, and they're both from Tokyo. And I was watching going Tokyo stuff. I was like, okay, large group. There's this study that they talk about. And they threw it at me a lot in Sierra Vista when I was there. 100th monkey syndrome. Because Big Bang Theory kind of shit, stuff. The group does affect you. What the group thinks, what the group does. You have to conform to the group, or the group will crucify you. Mm-hmm. So most people will conform to the group, regardless of the fact that life's eternal and Christ is infinite and faith is perfect. I know. But most people, you will accept money or we will kill you. We're the Wickersham brothers, so you're like, fuck, right? So it sucks really bad, And you can tell those people, you do not want to run as fast as Sonic the Hedgehog. You do not want to be able to jump higher than Michael Jordan and Bob Beeman or Ralph Boston or whoever it was, You do not want to be the best. You don't want to be smarter than Stephen Hawking. No, just dummy up to fit in. Okay. Tell lots of jokes. Ethnic jokes are fun. So yeah, they are. Okay. And so, especially if you make fun of yourself first and it's like, okay, now it's your turn. Okay, we can make fun of me, but we can't make fun of you. I have low self-esteem. Oh, son of a biscuit eater. It's like, and I have excellent self-esteem. I'm a good person. I'm intelligent, kind, smart, protecting, humble. Yes, very humble, In order to be a good person, you have to be humble. If you're not humble, you're not a good person. If you're arrogant, if you're abusive, if you're condescending, you're not humble, and your insecurities turn you into an arrogant prick. You're like, what? Like that Robert Greenway was talking about, I'm real shitty if I don't win. It's, oh, it's like Mark Zuckerberg and said, okay. It's real easy to kick your ass. Okay, just just so you know. Okay, I've already done it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I hope Jeffrey Hinton's not that way. Well, because then it's going to take even longer to fix his his thingamajigger, madigger, digger, der. Yeah, I hope he's more like me. He's more like you guys. Son of a bitch, we suck again. Right? That's why I have to send Natalie that thing. It's a little stock thing. I'll have to look it up online and see how much it's worth, and try to get a hold of her and send it to her. I forgot it was in the closet, but I got her birth certificate from Fabre de Parsons, and I got this, and so I'll try to get it to her. It might be worth a little bit of change to help her and her beau out. So I was like, okay, I forgot it was there, and then the Fabre's probably forgot about it too. So I was like, okay, all right then. So I'll have to get that and make sure she gets a hold of it, and I'll have to check into it. But I tried calling on Dad's phone, but left a message because I had a old phone with the old thing on it. But I'd rather call Natty. I've got Emmy's phone number on there too, but if Emmy's with Mom, I'd rather get it to Natty than to Amy. It's got both their names on it, but I'd rather get it to Natty. Natty's more responsible. She always has been. Okay. Yeah, she is. Okay. She's my little mom for with the kiddos and stuff. Yeah, old Granny Goose used to kiss. Oh, no, we're not a couple. No. When we were here, Grandma thought we were together. It's from old days and stuff. I'm like, oh shit. Well, yeah, because I forgot Uncle Donald when he showed up at her house with he was in his 40s and he had a 13, 15-year-old bride from Tennessee, stuff. So I was like, what the fuck is Grandma thinking? And this is, oh, son of a bitch, Uncle Donald. Okay. Never mind. It's a Tennessee thing. Lots of you to understand. I was like, no, we're not. No. She's she's my stepdaughter, but she's the oldest of the kiddos, Yeah, she's cute. She's a goof. Yeah, I've been thinking about her a lot today. Last night it was hard because I had that Shohei Ohtani stuff. 2 hours in my head. Like, what the fuck? Do I bother you when you're fucking sleeping? You want to be the Messiah? You want to run as fast as Sonic the Hedgehog? You want to jump higher than Michael Jordan? Okay. Son of a biscuit eater. Okay. I was different. It's funny. You don't envy, but you wish, wow, I could do that. 2-footed jumping, that stuff. I could not jump as high as others. Off one leg, off this, because I was right-handed. Son of a bitch. Okay. I could jump far and high. Okay. 2 foot, about average. Okay. Yeah. But it depended because like when we were in a basketball game, like if I took a jump shot and my adrenaline was going, I could get like, yeah, I remember that. Okay. Yeah. So I could get like, yeah, because I'd land on the girl's shoulders and stuff. So I get up 40 inches in the air, 40, up in the 40s, like, what's his name? Donovan Mitchell. Yeah. My 3-pointer when my adrenaline was pumping and I would jump, it was like, shit, he's up in the air. Yeah. It just had to get my adrenaline going. I'm that type of person. When my dopamine and my adrenaline get going, it goes from here to there. From here to there, And lots of people, well, yeah, of course, people murder, with the donated plasma at Las Cruces Biologicals and Todd Garrison's people locking me up and then taking my card that they gave me money for, telling me to go back and give more donations. Like, how much money are you guys getting for each plasma donation? You rotten bastards. And I never went back. I told them, fuck you. Jesus told me I didn't have to. You don't got to go back. So, okay. I think I made 3. And the thing was like, you get this bonus was like 5. So I was going to go till I got 5. And after the third one, something happened. And Jesus told me in my head, don't go back. I said, okay. Then I got incarcerated. And then they put the thing, you go back and donate more. No. No. And then I went on Facebook and offered free plasma donation to the Cancer Research Hospital of Cairo, Egypt. And Facebook wouldn't allow me to do that. Said I'm not allowed to do this. Yeah. How many of has that happened to you? And you get all these people, you're just crazy, you're paranoid. So has this shit happened to you, asshole? No. Well, then You're just stupid. Look, this stuff doesn't happen to you because one, you're not intelligent enough to correct their technology. Two, you're not brave enough to save children from their technology and your ego. Three, damn, Earl, you're gorgeous. I know. I don't need a bunch of assholes to tell me how beautiful I am. I get it. Okay. I don't need validation from a bunch of narcissistic, competitive creeps to feel like, damn it, Earl, doggone it, people like you. Stuart saves his family, right? Life's eternal and grace is infinite. So if all this horrible stuff that happened to me and is still happening to me, I just sit there and go, they've always been this pathetic. Napoleon was born pathetic and died pathetic and always will be. Okay? Caiaphas, Herod, Genghis Khan, Kublai Khan, Gabi Khan, Hubidan, Alexander the Great, they're pathetic. They're aggressive, disgusting, violent people that will do things to try to magnify their ego. And is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt all mankind just to save his own egotistical perception of belief? Yeah, the history books. Son of a bitch, we suck again, right? Movies. We're going to make a movie about this. It's like, why? When you're living the Lord's Prayer, you don't need to be entertained by dysfunctional psychopaths saying, hey, Tom Cruise, save the world. You gave him an aircraft fucking carrier for Christmas. Yeah, what happened? We turned it into a big planter. So I'm going to do it for all the lowriders. That's a lowrider. Did you put a Tesla in it? No. Well, then I'm going to turn it into a planter. Open up the hood and have the woman. No, we're keeping the women with the gold bathing suit bent over the. Yeah, we'll take pictures of that. Everybody needs a. Everybody needs a picture of that. Oh, look at me right now. You're more fine now than you was then, girl. Then you were stupid and kind of ditzy and flirted with everybody. Now you're faithful and intelligent and kind, and you're a better lover now than you were then. Then you were, I just got to know where I stand. And another face steals your eyes away. Law was like that, yeah. When we were alone, it was wonderful. Okay. But when we went out in public, it was a totally different story. It was penny for your thoughts, a nickel for a kiss, dime. If I ran out of pennies, nickels, and dimes, and I was gone. She told me I was a loser. Because she saw potential in me. Well, I was attractive and very intelligent and very charismatic. So she thought he's going to make lots of money. And no, I'm not interested in money at all. I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. Why the fuck would I be interested in money? Okay, like I told Mr. Udall, I'm not interested in money. All I'm interested in is truth and faithfulness and love. That's all I'm interested in. I have no interest in money at all. All right. Money is for sadistic, sick, disgusting people that feel powerful when they can manipulate people with them accepting sick and disgusting and manipulative bullshit. And a lot of them appear very physically attractive and sexually desirable if you think like an ape. Mgawa, Tentor, Ursula, George of Jungle. You know what I'm saying? So no. Not around here. There has to be a standard for quantum computing and artificial general intelligence to make sure that we have the humility of supreme intelligence to save us from genocidal operations through the distractions and the excessive compulsive behaviors of the ego. So, and I happen to be that guy. Well, Krishnamurti knew it. Selassie knew it. They all know. They knew. And it was just like, and it was kind of that thing where it's obvious it's him. And we don't believe in luck. Yeah, but they do. Damn it, we suck again, right? No, me and Krishnamurti don't. Me and Suzuki don't. So we don't suck. It's just real hard to fix your technology because you use it to be successful at beating each other with your egos. And it's like, son of a bitch. It's a dick measuring contest. Oh, you win. I'm Dinkelman. I am Dinkelman. I'm a Loverman 5 3/4. Get the job done, but you'll go looking for bigger and better all the time. Penny, nickel for your damn, I ran out of my dimes. Dime if you tell me that you love me, Earl. All you need to do is stand up for Lord's Prayer. I already love you. You had me at hello. Okay. Now backflip in the end zone. Okay. Show me the faith and the glory. Fuck the money. It's for hoes. Okay. What do you care what she thinks of you? All right. Peace out, man.